Hi Soul Fam, happy Monday and welcome back to this channel where we do tarot card readings every single week. My name is Frances and I'm so excited to be here with you today. One quick announcement before we dive into our tarot card reading this week, and that is this coming Saturday, September 14th, I'm hosting a virtual, therefore available globally, Reiki 1 training. This is going to be 4 hours from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I would really love to welcome you to this if Reiki is something that you feel called towards. I am personally, and yes, I will say it. I was thinking, should I say it? I will say it. I firmly believe that the world would be a different and much better place if every single person was at least Reiki 1 attuned. And I don't say at least in that it's not enough or the lesser option. But in Reiki, through trainings and attunements, you move through different levels. Like Reiki 1 is your intro. Reiki 2 is if you want to become a practitioner, you really are able to learn those skills. Then Reiki 3, you fine tune even deeper. Reiki Master, you become able to share Reiki with other people in trainings. And also, again, it's continuing to fine tune. But really, Reiki 1 and Reiki 2 are the two, what do we want to call them? Attunements that you want to receive if you want to become a Reiki practitioner for other people. However, if you would like to be a Reiki practitioner just for yourself, for your very close family, for your pets, for your plants, for your home, your space, your office, your crystals, your manifestations, situations, Reiki 1 is for you. At Reiki 1, you become your own healer. At Reiki 1, you learn how to receive and work with this energy. At Reiki 1, you can balance your own chakras. At Reiki 1, you can share healing energy with your pets or your children if you feel that they would benefit from that and you feel that that is what's best for them. At Reiki 1, you receive this really, I hesitate to use this word because it's not my favorite word, but it really is an awakening. It's like this boost of energy that you can access at any time after your attunement, but that really not only helps you, heal your physical body, your energetic body, all of that, but it's also a really beautiful way to fine tune your intuition, to be able to connect with your highest self, your spiritual team, to listen inward, to hear your body speak, and to connect with the world around you. Because again, this high vibrational energy is really vibrating all around us. It's just in our human form, we sometimes struggle to access that. So all of that said, if you are interested in Reiki 1, I would love to welcome you to my Reiki 1 training. Again, it is this coming Saturday, September 14th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Zoom, available to anyone who wants to. I will leave the link below to add your name to the waitlist, and then you'll get an email from me with all of the details, pricing, frequently asked questions, all the good stuff. And it takes 1 second. You just add your name and your email, and then you'll get that email from me. So, Reiki 1, I would love to see you this coming Saturday. And now let's dive into our tarot card reading for this week. Okay. Connecting energy. Working in light and highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed and protected, and theirs as well. Welcoming in my spiritual team and each and every person who is here, welcoming their team forward now. What do you want to share with us this week? 9-9. Love that. Feels like kind of like portal-y energy, just like angel numbery magic energy day. So happy 9-9. I don't know if that's a thing, but we're going to make it a thing. All right. Here we go. What do we need to know this week, this week? I'm hearing physical. So physical body, let's begin there. Where are you? There was a gap in the cards and my hand kept landing right there. So let's actually close that up and see how we go. Okay, physical. There we go. Okay, so we have physical body, physical world, which means like the human things, and then in general, or rather more broad. So kind of, I don't know, we'll see, just like an open pull. But physical body, what we need to know about physical body this week. Very, very interesting. A few things coming through with this card. So first card here is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords typically comes up when we are experiencing heartache, when we are experiencing literal like emotional pain in the heart. So after a breakup, after a disappointment, after losing a job, after saying goodbye to someone you love, like whatever it may be, that's typically when this comes up. So the first thing that's coming up with this card is actually checking in with how your emotional state is affecting your physical body. Is it making you feel like you don't want to do things that you actually want to do, but you don't want to do? For example, maybe an insecurity of how your body looks might be stopping you from going to a workout class or a dance class or going to the beach or the lake or something in a bathing suit that you really wanted to do, but you're like, no, I can't. So checking in with how that insecurity or that sadness, the heartache around one situation of the physical body is stopping you from actually experiencing or doing the things that you really want to do. Number two, how this is coming up is, where is the heartache lingering? Essentially, how is stress, pain, anxiety, trauma, fear, grief, all of that still possibly lingering in the body? That needs to be cleared out. Sometimes when we're holding on to negative feelings like that, maybe let's not call them negative, very human, but maybe not so lovely to feel feelings like that, we do end up holding on to other things, whether that's toxins, whether that's extra weight, whether that is, like irritability, like an unhealthy mental state. The main one I'm hearing right now, though, is if we are not releasing heavy feelings, if we are not properly dealing with our emotions, with our heartache, we are going to be retaining things that our body does not actually want. So whether that is stress, toxins, weight, anything that you don't want in you, when we are not in our proper, well-balanced emotional state, our body is trying so hard to focus on getting us right there that it kind of falls by the wayside in the physical body. Because it's like, I'm trying to help you over here, so your body's fine. It's functioning fine enough. But what ends up happening is we actually start falling short there, and we start to feel it. We get lethargic, we get grumpy, we get whatever else comes with that. So part two of the Three of Swords is really making sure that you are working through and properly healing. And if you need some support, I am here, and I would be so honored to help you move through this through Reiki or tarot or both. Whatever you are holding on to emotionally that is causing stress, pain, it needs to be worked through, resolved, or released so that your physical body can then pick up and move on. Okay. Number three, heart health, especially if you are over 40, 45, 50. Get your heart checked out. Just get your heart checked out if you haven't recently. It's kind of just like going for your checkup, right? Have them listen to your heartbeat, whatever else it is. Get your heart checked out. I always have to say that whenever this card comes up around physical health. It literally has a human heart on it. So get your heart checked out, especially if you are coming into middle-aged or older, let's say more mature. Your heart has been beating for you your whole life, which is incredible, but sometimes we need to just do that little extra checkup, make sure everything is good there. This is not to alarm anyone. This is just to stay on top of things. It's kind of like how we put our seatbelt on in the car, right? So that's number three. Number four, and final piece of Three of Swords. This feels more for the mental health. Sometimes we think things are lingering. Pardon if you can hear that helicopter. We think things are lingering, but really there's nothing else left to do except just be done. Except just make the decision of that's it now. So whether that's habits in your life, whether that is not doing something that you want to do. For me, for example, in my physical health, I have been wanting to do meal prep for years. And now my daughter is actually eating solids a little bit more regularly. It is not an option for me to not meal plan and meal prep anymore, because otherwise I feed her, but I don't eat. So it's really important that I actually am okay, you know what? it's done now. This has to happen. It's a very pick up and move on energy, because otherwise I'm like, oh my gosh, this sucks. I'm hungry. I don't have time. I can't do this. I never have time for myself. It's like, well, actually, if you just set time aside to prepare this, you would have what you need. But for whatever reason, I'm letting that linger. So again, this is a very like pick up and move on energy. So where is that manifesting in your life? Be it in your physical, in your habits, in your mindset. This card is that we see you, we know it's hard, and it's in your power to change it. So let's pick up and move on. Yeah? Okay, so quite a few things coming through in the physical body this week, but very important, very interesting. Okay, then we have these two cards here around like the physical world, right? So what we need to know, in the tangible, in what it is to be human this week. Okay, I'm giving like everyone a big hug. I feel like everyone is like, yeah, everything is good. And then when you pause for a second, you're like, ooh, I've been working hard to make sure that it's good, which is great. Yes for that. But just like, we see you. Okay, so first card here, this has come through fairly recently. 5 of Cups. This is the card reminding you, essentially, don't cry over spilled milk. There's always a way to clean it up and continue on, right? That's a theme this week. It's like, we can do this. We can get through this. We can keep going. 5 of Cups is also reminding you to focus on what is going right. Focus on what you do want instead of what is going wrong or what you don't want, okay? Because there is always something positive. It's very much find the silver lining energy. Now, how you're going to do this is slow and steady. 7 of Pentacles. This is the card of patience, nurturing, and slow growth. So number 1, this feels very pertinent to that overarching theme that they just said, kind of like find the silver lining. This might be a practice for some of you. So essentially this card is saying, don't get down on yourself if you're like, damn it, why am I being so negative? It's like, no, you're not being negative. You're just learning how to be positive. And you just realize that you're moving into a negative spiral. Hey, that's actually a gold star. Let's keep focusing on that. And then we're going to take it one step further and we're going to reframe that. Okay, now we're noticing that we're in a negative mindset. Now we're reframing it, 2 gold stars. And then one day, as you keep practicing that in 7 of Pentacles energy, keep nurturing it, keep planting those seeds, keep watering those seeds. One day you're going to be like moving through that process so quickly. We're like, oh, this sucks. Oh, but you know what? That's okay. I'm good. And we carry on. So it moves. I don't want to say faster as in like faster is always better, but it's strengthening a muscle, right? Learning how to very quickly reframe in the moment so we don't get stuck in these spirals. Okay. That's part 1. Part 2, more so, again, in the humanness, in the tangible world. 7 of Pentacles is asking you to not get down on yourself if things are moving slower than you hoped they would or than you thought they would, okay? If you wanted something to be better, to move faster, to turn out a certain way and it didn't, essentially this card is acknowledging disappointment in human stuff. Not getting a job, partner didn't meet expectations, you failed at something. It's okay. Give yourself some grace. And 7 of Pentacles is asking you to please keep nurturing those places. Don't give up. Don't give up. You didn't get a job, apply for another one. Your partner didn't meet expectations, communicate them again and ask again. Forgive, let go, and try again. You failed at something, learn your lesson, take that lesson as that is the win, and try again. Okay, so this card is asking you to give grace to yourself because being human is hard. Being human takes practice. Being human requires you to try again. So please try again. Final piece with this card in 7 of Pentacles is to look at those seeds you planted. Last week, we were talking about the seeds that we planted, or rather we were encouraged to plant seeds. What seeds did you plant and how can you nurture those? If you didn't plant seeds last week, that's okay. Maybe this is the week to do that. Really start thinking about how do I want to shift my life away from crying over spilled milk to, hey, I can clean that up. Everything is good. Let's try again. Let's keep going. Where do you want to put some motivation behind? Where do you want to put some energy behind? What do you want to plant so that come whatever it is for you that you are going to harvest, there is something to harvest. So essentially, these cards in the tangible parts of being human are reminding you, number one, learning how to mindset shift and giving yourself grace through that. And number two, be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself, because there's always time to try again. Okay? Beautiful. Okay, then in general, final card. Ooh, love it. Two of Cups. Partnership. Did we pull this card last week? Or was it Lovers? Gosh, I feel like it's been a year since last Tuesday. So my brain is a little bit disjointed from where we were last week. But Two of Cups, this is the card of partnership. I think we did pull this card. Leaning in. So continuation here, but expanding this out, right? Because this was like a wider, more general reading. So number one, if you are in a romantic relationship, where can you continue to lean in, nurture, have that really beautiful give and take of energy? Maybe a better way is like giving and receiving of energy. Sorry if you can hear my dog. I don't know what's going on out there. Sorry about that. Hang on one second. Nova, it's Nala. Sorry, it's our neighbor's dog. She's gone. She's walking. Sorry about that. But Two of Cups, again, the giving and the receiving in your relationship. But number two, again, more broad. They're not letting me go broad yet. Date nights, intimacy of any kind, physical, emotional, mental stimulation, like whatever that is for you. And again, this is for if you are in a romantic partnership and or if you're like starting to date or anything like that. Maybe we pulled this 2 weeks ago. But number two now. Are we good there on romantic partnerships? There, I'm just hearing like leaning in. So share the compliments. Ask for what you need, right? It's really about that giving and the receiving. But then now, are we good? Yes. Okay. More broadly speaking, Two of Cups is asking you to look at all your relationships. So maybe like a little audit this week. What friendships are serving you, which are not? Co-working relationships, living situation relationships, relationship with yourself, relationship with spirit, relationship with the earth, relationship with your pets, relationship with your kids. Just doing like a quick little check-in. How's that one feeling? How's that one feeling? Does it need anything? Are we good? Does anything need to be restructured? Is there a conversation that needs to be had? Do I need to show up with a little bit more kindness, a little bit softer? Do they need to show up with kindness and softness? Do we need time apart? Do we need more time together? Like literally just doing a little check-in on all your relationships feels very important this week, okay? Very human week. I love it. So essentially we have check in with your physical body, especially any emotional spaces that need to be let go. If you are considered middle age or higher, please get your standard checkup of your heart sometime in the next month or so. A couple weeks to month or so. Number two, give yourself grace and patience. And number three, check in with your relationships, because as humans, our relationships are really important to us. It's really important that we are not just brushing by those. Think about if everything else were to disappear, what would we have left? We would have ourselves, our families, and our friends, and the earth, and spirit. That's it. So I think a lot of times we let those fall by the wayside. It's like, oh, we're so busy and it's fine. Like they're still our really good friends. Like they understand. Yes, and why not just like enjoy life with the people you love? Yeah? Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for being here. If you feel called to donate to what I call the love jar, I will leave my PayPal donation link in the description box below. This helps me to show up with energy for you every single week. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for those of you who have donated in the past. And if you feel called to donate this week, I am so grateful. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Share with a friend who you think who would receive something from it. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful week focusing on all that is you and your life and your relationships. I'm sending so much love to you, and I hope to connect again soon.